There you are. So Stella and I were going to talk to you a little bit about our homeschooling, and I am wearing our new homeschooling t-shirt that I'm so excited about debuting in a couple of weeks. But we're here by ourselves today because Sydney is with her aunt at a cultural fair at the community college where my sister teaches. And so, you know, we just kind of embrace all of these activities that we get to do outside of just sitting down and doing our book learning. We count it all for homeschool. It's all schooling, it's all learning. And even when these guys are outside playing, they're learning. We're always talking about what we're seeing, what we're doing and experiencing. And just the other Monday morning, we woke up and we were just like, let's go do school at the zoo today. And we did. We got in the car and went to the zoo, and it was awesome. So that's kind of where we are with our homeschooling. I am going to tell you a little bit about the different subjects that we study and how we study them, but really we embrace restful learning. We, as a co-op, we're in a homeschool co-op, and literally if it were not for my co-op, I don't think I would still be homeschooling. This is my 5th year. And it was hard to begin with because I was treating homeschooling like public school done at home, and I just don't think it necessarily has to be that way. I know it doesn't have to be that way, but a lot of people are under that misconception. So just like I was, and it was so frustrating. It was hard, it was frustrating. Sydney hated it, I hated it. We were ready to give up. Our co-op embraced this idea of restful learning. We read a book called Teaching from Rest by Sarah Mackenzie, and if you are struggling in your homeschool, I highly suggest reading that book. It really gave me a lot of hope, it gave me a lot of guidance, and really just helped me relax a little bit about the way we were going about homeschooling. And honestly, at that point, when I started implementing this restful learning into our school, that is when we started enjoying learning together. And our kids just took off, and they really love school now, and I love school, and I can't imagine doing anything else. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we do on a daily basis. As a co-op, we have certain things that we do together on Tuesdays. That's when our co-op meets, and we have a prayer that we say together, and we switch out different old prayers. We sing a hymn together that we switch out every month also. Then we do some Shakespeare memorization, some lines from Shakespeare's plays that we memorize with the kids, and we get to act them out, and the kids just love that. It's okay. You gonna eat? Sometimes we eat breakfast while we're doing school too. So like right now, the kids are memorizing Mark Antony's speech from Julius Caesar. So would you like to do a little bit of that? You would? Okay. I'll let you eat your food and then you can do that, okay? Are you ready? Okay, come over here, so. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me start it for you. Friends.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, when is come the berry season, not the poison. The evil the men do is happened. The good is often done with their boots. So let it be with Caesar. The noble prudent and told you Caesar was impatient. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. Grievously, Caesar answered it.
Here.
Here and the name of good is in the word. for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Am I to speak in Caesar's favor? He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. Ye have brought many captains home to Rome, whose ransoms did the generous coffers fill.
Did this in Caesar
seem ambitious? When the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man.
You all did see that on the Lupercal I
thrice refused
presented
him a kingly him,
which he did
thrice refuse.
Was this ambition? And this is the new line. It says, yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. Good. So she's 5, and she has memorized with everyone else in our group. They're anywhere from 4 to 12 years old. She's learned these lines on Tuesdays, and we do reinforce it at home also, but mostly on Tuesdays they say it together, and these little brains are like sponges, so they just soak it all up and can retain it. But like those last 2 lines I just repeated to her, or I said them to her and she repeated them after me. That's how she's learned every line. We just say them, she repeats them, and then she learns them all by herself. So we do that. We're also learning Philippians 2 this year, and so the kids are memorizing that chunk of scripture, and that's been really good. Also, every year or every semester we pick another chunk of scripture for them to memorize, and mamas get to memorize it also. Then we have some different areas of memory work that we work on as a group at our co-op. And they have a history sentence that they have to memorize. This week was about the Mexican Revolution, so they learn dates and the facts of why something happened, a historic event happened. And then they learn geography, they learn an English, they learn, like this week they're learning helping verbs. They're continuing to learn helping verbs. They've been learning 3 a week for the last few weeks. They learn some Latin declensions. They learn some math facts, some science. Careful. Here, let's move this. Spell it. Let's see.
A little bit of Spanish.
They learn a little bit of Spanish, and we also have a friend that comes and teaches you Spanish too, right?
At school, they teach a little bit of Spanish
in your class. In your class, and you're learning sign language in your class at school, right? Okay. And yeah, so that's at co-op. But her class is learning a little bit of Spanish, some key conversational phrases in Spanish, and also some sign language. So that's cool. And then really for everything else that we do at home, no kid is just alike, no family is just alike. So we have tried many things, and we've really gotten in a good groove here at home with some different curriculums that we've kind of pieced together. that work really well for our kids, and our kids enjoy them. So Sydney is using Master Books as her math curriculum, and that's been really nice. It's living math, and it follows a story of these little kids throughout each year's math book. And it's really been kind of cool because she looks forward to seeing what the kids are up to each year. And then also it's very lifelike, so it's living math. It's what they're going to be using every day. It's money, it's dates, it's counting, sorting, anything that they're going to have to be doing in real life. They're learning, and they're learning how like multiplication is actually the skip counting that Sydney has been learning all these years since she was 4 years old, and now she's almost 9, and she's getting to put that into practice also. And Sydney is also using a grammar curriculum that Miss Jennifer from Co-op, she created, and it's really, really good. I'm learning a lot through that. Either I did not learn these in school, or it is just really refreshing my memory because I don't remember learning this in school. But she is teaching the kids grammar in the afternoons at Co-op, and they're just learning so much. Also, we are using a writing and rhetoric curriculum, and I'm going to put links to everything in the description so that you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't have them all right here in front of me, and that'll just be easier for you to look them up. So if you look in the description, you can see links for these things. But a writing and rhetoric curriculum that's that goes through each different, I think there's like 8 different books, and so each year the kids will go through 2 different books. And let's see, she's just learning a lot about how to write stories, what makes up a story, the different types of stories. They started out with fables, now they're on to like proverbs, and that's been really neat. She really enjoys writing and rhetoric. She loves writing stories. For this girl right here, who is 5, she will be 6 in August, and she is using a curriculum from the Good and the Beautiful for her writing and her reading, and it's been really, really neat. And I'm gonna let you see some of what we're doing as part of our day also in just a minute. But this is a really, really great curriculum. We started when she turned 5. We started doing, well, actually it was right before you turned 5. It was last summer. We started with the Good and the Beautiful's level K primer, and so it's kind of like a pre-kindergarten thing. It was just, you can do a self-test on their website that will let you know what level to start your kid at, depending on what they already, what skills they already have. And we did not do any learning to read curriculum with her, really. It was basically the level K primer that we started with, and now we're in the kindergarten, and she's almost done. We don't have that much longer in the kindergarten book for The Good and the Beautiful, and it's just a great book. Do you enjoy doing it? I like it too, and this works for her. When Travis comes along, Travis is almost 4. When he comes along, he might not like this might not speak to him, so we might have to try something else. But she has really taken off with her reading. She loves to read. She picks up books all the time. Like this morning, I took Travis to preschool, and she was here with Adam, and I got back, and she's, you know, playing. She's been reading while we were gone. She just loves to read, and I attribute a lot of that to this beautiful curriculum. It really is beautiful curriculum that we've been using. So when Sydney was younger, we used Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. I'll link that also, because that worked for Sydney, and that's worked for a lot of friends of ours also. There's also the Spalding Method. That's another book that I'll link also. And so for math, for her at this point this year, we have just been doing card games, counting. In this Good and the Beautiful reading curriculum, they incorporate different subjects as well. So she has a little bit of math also. She has a little bit of counting in this curriculum also. So it's not just reading and writing, it's a little bit of everything. Then this coming year, we will probably start her on the Master Book series also, just like Sydney has been doing with her math. So we just go at an easy pace, whatever.
Whenever I see something that says something, I read.
That's right, because you love to read, don't you? I'm so glad you love to read. Mommy loves to read too. And
You read to me.
Yes. We go at an easy pace, so we do however much the kids can handle for one day, and then we stop and we continue it the next day. So it is not overwhelming for anybody. It's not frustrating, because like I said, the reason we're doing this is so that our kids will love learning. And if you are frustrating them and you're saying, but we've got to get 10 pages of this done, or you've got to complete these 2 worksheets before we can stop for the day, then a lot of times that's going to have a negative effect on your kids. That's going to make your kids feel like school is a burden and not something enjoyable. So I'm not saying you shouldn't set goals for your kids and that kind of thing, but if you know y'all are having an off day, if you know you're overly frustrated or tired, or your kid is overly frustrated or tired, then take it easy. Go do something that they will enjoy for the day after you've tried, because really we do just want them to enjoy the art of learning. And so I would love to hear what you guys do. If you could leave a comment and let me know what are the curriculums you use, or do you not use a curriculum? Do you do videos? Do you do I mean, I have friends that do all kinds of different things in their homeschool, and we love field trips, don't we? Mm-hmm. We don't do a lot of field trips, but we're actually going on a work trip. We're going to tag along with Daddy on a work trip next week, and we might do a couple of field trips while
Miami and Florida.
While we're in Miami and Florida, we might do a couple of field trips there. So we'll document that if we do. But this is basically our school day. Like I said, Sydney's not here because she's actually at a cultural enrichment fair where she's learning about different countries around the world and the foods that they have there, and just different facts about those places. And so she's learning while she's not with us today. I'm sure she'll do a few of the book things that she likes to do this afternoon, but she's learning while she's away from us. So Stella and I are going to take this opportunity while the house is quiet to get a little bit of her reading done. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? All right, you sit over here.
I'm a butterfly.
You sit over here. All right, so today we're going to do...
I did the same.
You ready? All right, so we're talking about sh, ch.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to say the name of the picture, and then circle the word for the picture, and then write the word. All right.
What?
You like to write? Okay, so you're going to say, what is the name of this picture right here?
A fish.
Fish, okay? All right, then circle which of these words is the word for this picture. Okay, so what is this word?
Fin.
Fin. Fresh.
Fresh. Fish.
Fish. So circle the right word, and then you're going to write that word right here. See how to spell it? one anyway, didn't you? You need to have help. Can you make this line a little bit taller so we know that's an H and not an N? Very good.
Picnic table.
It does look like a picnic, doesn't it? All right, let's read the words and then see if you can figure
Table.
out.
Shut. Chop. Lunch.
Good. Which one do you think it is?
Lunch.
Lunch, because you said it looked like a picnic, didn't it?
Yeah.
Good.